Good morning. Good morning. It is 2:27 a.m. I am on my way to the gym right now. Uh, you ever been tired? Just outright, you don't want to see. Depending on what your work is, and I'd probably even go so much to say an athlete, uh, because I think those are some of the people who have to be so regimented and disciplined and and what they do, their routine is pretty consistent, that even a football player would be like, I don't want to see another football, I don't want to take another snap, I don't want to do this. But you got to remember something, that's temporary. Like, that feeling of tired is temporary. It can always be found. It could always be found in your diet. Tired could be found in your sleep. Tired could just be found in your peace. you know I think sometimes we take tired to the next level, and we think tired means that we don't want to do it anymore. I think tired simply means that you need to find where your second wind and your energy is coming from. Last night I was extremely short with my kids. I was extremely, like, I was like, go to your room, you go over here, and like, they're screaming all night, and I'm just sitting there. And usually, I any work that I need to do, I'll do it before I get home. I won't come home and try to do work, because it's not fair. It's not fair to them, because now I'm home and I haven't seen them all day, and I have to tell them, no, I have to work. No, I can't play. No, stop playing. No, leave out my office. I have to do all these things, and it's not fair. And yesterday, I did the majority of my later work, from home. I was tired. I wasn't physically tired, like I couldn't get up and go. I was tired of the process. I was tired of what was going on at that moment, and I just wanted a break. I would have taken a break in any way, form, or shape that it came. I would have took a break in the form of reading my book, reading my magazine. I would have took a break in the form of listening to an audiobook. I would have took a break in the form of taking a nap. I would have taken a break to do anything to break up the monotony and the process and the routine of what my business required of me to do. It did not mean that I did not want to do. It did not mean that I was done. It just meant that I needed a separation. And you have to get that. If you don't get that separation, what ends up happening is you start falling into a sense of obligation. And I was getting real short with them, and there was really no reason for it, because kids play. It's what they do. And as an adult, you sometimes say, well, I don't have time to play, so I need you to stop. And the child doesn't understand why you're telling them to stop, when all they really want to do is just get your attention. Have some of your time. Right? So I'd look over at my wife like, could you help me, please? And I kept asking her, how do you deal with that? She says, I just deal with it. Women deal with way more than men do, let me tell you. Our responsibilities are fairly utilitarian. They're fairly safe to say that they're linked to our strength, never to our emotion. She says, I just deal with it. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to need separation. But it's never okay to make your kids feel like they are the reason why you aren't where you're supposed to be. or for some reason they're holding you back. Because see, I had all day to do the task and the items that I was trying to do as they wanted to play. So there's a couple things I do before I get home. One is to wrap up any task, any last minute business that I have to complete. The second thing that I do is before I get ready to walk into my house, I just stop my car. I'll sit outside. I'll give myself a couple minutes to create a separation between myself and my world and my family and that world, so that the two don't collide, and the emotion of business and then the emotion of family. You know, one thing that my kids do when I hit the door is they come running up and jumping in my arms. That is absolutely the most amazing thing in the world. That is the most, because I feel well, I'll be honest, sometimes I don't feel worthy of it, but they make me feel like I'm worthy of it. And then sometimes I feel like, man, I've really done a good job. Or we have really done a good job. Not I. We have done a really good job. But if you're not willing to identify what's going on, and you're satisfied to just let things happen, I think there's going to come a point in life where you might wake up and realize you let something happen or things happen that should not have happened, and you had more control than you thought. But if you don't create that space, you can't identify the difference.